my channel, Diva in the A-Ring. This your girl, Kayla. So guys, of course you know your girl is back with another bomb recipe. Today I'm making candy yams. And when I say candy, they are candy. Very candy. And they are delicious, guys. This recipe is quick, it's easy, and it's simple. And you will have them bomb candy yams just like this, alright? So, what's better than having some candy yams on your plate for Thanksgiving or anytime you want to make them, sit next to your collard greens and your cornbread. Ooh, it just makes everything complete. I know for at least me it does, alright? So, before I move forward, make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, and to my new subscribers, thank you guys and welcome. And make sure you guys turn on your post notification bell, that way you don't be lost in the sauce. And leave me a comment down below and let your girl know what you think about the recipe. Or if you have a little twist that you put on your sweet potatoes or your candy yams, whatever, sweet potatoes, candy yams, same thing, then leave a comment down below and let me know, because I'm always open to trying new recipes. So guys, let's go ahead and get into those ingredients. So you guys probably already have these ingredients at home, okay? It's not much, to the point. So I have 3 large sweet potatoes, some nice sized ones, okay? I also have some light brown sugar. Now normally I use dark brown sugar, but I didn't have any, so we're going with the light brown sugar. You will also need some regular granulated white sugar, 1 stick of butter, some cinnamon, and some nutmeg, and some fresh nutmeg. I probably said, Diva, you always gotta throw something fresh in there. And some vanilla. That's it, y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? Quick and to the point. I told y'all gonna be making them like that. Let's start making them, guys. Let's get these candy yams on the stove.
Alright guys, so of course I'm going to start off by peeling my sweet potatoes, guys, and this is how it should look. Nice and clean, no dark spots. Pretty simple, right? And I'm using this potato peeler that I purchased from Amazon, and when I tell y'all, this is my new best friend. It just makes the process so much easier. And when I think about all the times me and my family peeled over 30 sweet potatoes by hand with a knife, oh, I wish I would have been purchased this, y'all. So this makes things much easier. If you don't have one, get one. So now I'm going to cut my sweet potatoes into slices. I prefer slices. Some people cut their sweet potatoes into chunks, but it's slices for me. So I normally cut them into like medium-sized slices, as you can see, not too thin and not too thick. And as I slice my sweet potatoes, I place them into some cold water until I'm ready. So the first step is to add some water to the bottom of your pot, guys. I will be adding about 2 through 3 tablespoons. You don't want to add a lot of water because sweet potatoes does make their own water, and you don't want too much water because then it will not candy. So next you see me pouring some sugar at the bottom of the pot, about 2 tablespoons. And now I'm going to start my layering process. So I'm just going to place my sweet potatoes in the pot, kind of on top of each other. I try to make it even. Now I'm pouring in the sugar, guys, and I'm using 1 cup of sugar. I know it looks like a lot, but it takes a lot of sugar to get these babies to candy. Now I'm going in with a few slices of butter, some cinnamon, and I don't get too crazy with the cinnamon, but you know, it's up to you, however you like it. Next, I'm going in with some nutmeg. Now I do get a little crazy with the nutmeg because to me the nutmeg gives the sweet potatoes that kick, that flavor. Now I'm adding in some brown sugar, and the brown sugar just adds that richness to it. You'll see if you make it. Now I'm taking my whole nutmeg and I'm just scraping it, as you can see, just to get that fresh nutmeg in there. And nutmeg smells so good. And I'm adding a few splashes of vanilla extract. Now I'm starting the second layer, and I will be repeating the same exact steps. Very simple, guys. just placing those sweet potatoes in there. Now I'm starting over with some sugar. And you want to make sure you get that sugar down in there. Pour it in between the cracks. You want to get it around the side of the pot, because once the candy yams start to candy, you want it to be candied. Alright, so next up is the brown sugar. You want to also pour a generous amount of brown sugar, but not as much as the white sugar. So you want to get that up in there. And I mentioned before, I normally use dark brown sugar. So if you can find dark brown sugar, use dark brown sugar. And sometimes I even mix dark and light. It all depends. So I'm going in with some more slices of butter. And the butter just gives it that nice buttery flavor. Gotta have the butter in there. Next up is the cinnamon. Now the nutmeg. And now I'm adding in the fresh nutmeg. Now if you decide to use the fresh nutmeg, make sure you shave it really well, because you do not want your guests to bite down on a piece of that nutmeg, because you would think you chipped your tooth. I done it before. So shave it really well. We do not want that. Now I'm adding in some vanilla flavor. So make sure your stove is on a medium-high heat. That way the water and the sugar can start to candy. And when your stove gets hot and you hear the bubbling, then it's time to start flipping your sweet potatoes. So you want to start from the bottom and flip to the top. So you pretty much want to take all the sweet potatoes that were at the bottom and bring them to the top. And you will be doing this the entire time. Unfortunately, you can't go sit down when you're making candy yams. So you want to continue to do this, guys. And see how my sweet potatoes are shiny and it looks all nice and slick? That's how you want yours to look. If they are not shiny, that means you did not put enough sugar. So now I'm going to taste it, and I think it needs more nutmeg. So now I'm going in with a little bit more nutmeg. Now I'm going to mix it up really good. And I like to be careful while I'm mixing it, so that way my sweet potatoes do not break in half, because as they get soft, they will break. And I like to try to keep most of them whole. So I'm going to continue flipping from the top to the bottom. And I decided to add in a little bit of lemon extract at the last minute. I know I didn't mention it in the beginning, guys, but I will add it to the ingredients. So I'm just mixing, flipping from the top to the bottom, and my yams are pretty much done now. So when your yams are nice and tender and you can pierce them with a fork and your sauce has candied, they are good to go. You can then turn your stove down on low and let them simmer with the lid or without the lid. So they are all done, guys. Check them out. Now, I told y'all they were candied yams. Now that's what you call candied yams.
Do y'all see how candy they are? Oh, candied yams, like I said, candied yams. All right, let's see how they taste. Now these are some candy yams. I could never order candy yams at any restaurant, even a soul food restaurant, and they taste like this. It don't be candy, they be running like water. This is candy, guys, candy. I don't know if y'all can see. I'm gonna have y'all up close, but oh my God. The potato is just like nice and tender. That cinnamon is just, boom. Tastes good, guys. Even that drop of lemon that I put in it, guys, that makes a difference. You can taste that too. It's like a little hit, but it makes it pop and it tastes amazing, guys. It tastes amazing. I'm just missing my cornbread, y'all. Don't y'all just love a bomb recipe that's easy to follow, quick, and it tastes good? What's better than that? All right, guys, Well, that's it for this video, and make sure y'all stay tuned for the next one because I'm always dropping some bomb recipes over here. Y'all know I be cooking up the good stuff. So I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.